This is Coach McNellie, head football coach and defensive coordinator, and this is our 2014 defensive preview. The defense last year was very inconsistent. In the games that we won, we played good defense. In the games that we didn't, we played poor defense. And we played a style of defense that I was not comfortable with. We're going to come out this year and play a lot more aggressive, a lot more pressure style defense, try to get more guys running the ball, get more guys arriving in a bad mood, get back to playing storm defense. Last year's effort was good, but it wasn't good enough, and we've changed our mindset, we've changed the way we operate, and I think you'll see a lot better product on the field defensively. Defensive lineman, I think you're gonna work around your nose guard. I think the center of our defensive line is Ty Law. He's a three and a half year starter for us. He's strong, he's solid, he moves exceptionally well for a guy of his size. Could play any spot along the defensive line for us. Had him playing from nose to tackle all the way out to end in spring football. You know exactly what you're going to get. You're going to get great effort. You're going to get great technique, and just a solid football player for us. Also next to him is Aaron Rojas. Had a big off season. He's probably put on 20 to 25 pounds in the weight room. Got worn down a little bit last year as the year went on, but looking for big things from him. Another guy that had a real strong spring was Devon Daniels. Moved around positions for us, settled in now at our open side defensive end. Just a great motor, plays hard. Looking for big things from him. The rest of the D-line is going to be pieced together with some young guys and some guys that have moved up through the ranks. Going to be a lot faster group, going to be a group that moves more. We won't be sitting still and playing gaps very often. We'll be getting after people most of the time. Linebacker position is going to be a kind of a coach's dream and a player's nightmare. Got a lot of good players back at the linebacking core, probably on paper, led by Tanner Wells, who's a two-time all-conference guy for us. Has played inside, has played outside. We're going to put him in spots where he can make plays, try to get him active both in coverage and in the blitz game. In the middle, Marcus Rogers returns. He will bounce around a little bit by position also to try to take care of his talents. A guy that came on in the spring that really lit the thing up at the middle linebacker is a young guy named Kirschner, who only played on special teams last year but is just dripping with natural talent. We bring back Nick Kirschner, who played just the first 3 games last year. He's kind of the table setter for us. He's that tough guy that just kind of brings a mean streak to the defense. We're looking forward to having him back out there in a full-time capacity. You also bring back Austin Hoflich, who ended up playing a lot of defense for us last year. Again, smart football player that can plug in a lot of places, can play middle, can play outside. We're going to count on him to be that guy that plugs gaps and fills in, and he can line up in a lot of spots for us. So the linebacking core, and I'm still not mentioning even some of the young guys. We got a lot of young, hungry, mean-spirited guys that I think are going to be awful good at that linebacker position. So we're excited about linebacker. Same story in the defensive backfield. We've been banged up and bruised around the last couple of years and had a lot of guys play. We bring back the 4 guys that probably would have been listed as starters for the majority of the year last year. Stacy Woodford and Dev Darby come back at the safety spots. Devontae Sims and Marquand Richardson come back as starters on the corners, but they're going to be pushed. They're going to be shoved. We've got young guys. We've got guys that have worked their way up. I think the competition in the secondary is going to be outstanding. We got some freshmen, and you don't want to count on freshmen, but we got some guys that we think are excellent football players that we think are going to give us a lot of flexibility and allow us to be the kind of defense that we want to be. Like I said, to play pressure style defense, you got to have defensive backs, and I finally think that we're in a position where we have those guys and we have depth back there for the first time and allow us to do more of the things that we want to do on the defensive side of the ball. Talking about special teams, I think in the kicking game we bring back a weapon that no one knows about, and it's probably kind of that unheard of hero is your long snapper. I think a young man named Anthony Kukla is a guy that will long snap on Sundays if he wants to. I think probably the best long snapper I've ever had to work with. He's also a tight end, so he's very athletic. He can cover on kicks. You can cater fakes to him. He's just a true weapon as a long snapper for us. Back there punting, we have David Bojald coming back, who had an up and down season last year. When he was good, he was very, very good. He is just going to strictly punt this year and not play tight end for us. So I'm guessing he's going to have a big year, show up, and hopefully be that consistent punter that we've been looking for. Tanner Wells also did some punting for us at times last year. Another great athlete back there who can be a weapon. On the kicking side, we bring back Kyle Galbraith, who had a up and down, rocky first go as a true freshman last year. Has worked very, very hard in the offseason to get better, but he's going to be pushed. We bring in Mike Music, a local guy from Menor High, who was, I think, one of the stars of that Menor High team last year that went all the way to the state championship game. He's done it in all kind of conditions. He's done it in big games. We're going to throw him out there, and I think he's going to have a heck of a competition with Kyle for that kicking spot. So we think competition will make us better at that spot, bringing back a long snapper who's very, very good. Hope that makes our kicking game a lot better and most importantly a lot more consistent. I don't want to count on newcomers. We think we've got a class of guys coming in that are very, very good. We've got transfers, we've got true freshmen, we've got all, the whole gamut. But I hope we're at a point as a program where the young guys don't come in and play right away, but I don't want to say that too loud because we're very, very excited about the young guys that we have, and they will be given an opportunity during camp, and the best football players are play. It's been our rule from day one that we're going to put the best guys out there regardless of what year they are in school. So this class is no different, and this class is very, very talented. I guess at the end of the day, my hope is that our older guys are also more talented. So we are excited to put the new defensive package out on the field. Hopefully you have a lot better results and a lot more fun. Ray John, meet me at the football.